Well, hello, we're Sarah and Ben. Welcome back to Diamonds on Tour. We've been touring North America now for 6 months in our van that we shipped over from the UK.
Now, the eagle-eyed amongst you might notice a bit of a change since we were last here, what you saw in our last video, because now there are autumn colours on the trees and even snow up on the top of the mountain. That's because we've just come back from a 5-week break over in the UK and Portugal, where we were visiting family and friends. Now we're back here, refreshed and ready for our next 6 months of this fabulous trip.
We've got loads more videos over on our channel for you to see, so please take a look at those and hit that subscribe button now. We need you to subscribe.
And we know that 85% of you guys who watch our videos are not subscribed. So please just click the button. It's really easy, costs you nothing, and it really helps us out. And we really do love to hear from you as well in the comments.
We do. I think we're pretty good at replying. So yeah, please do it.
Absolutely.
So now we're continuing the journey, heading south. We're going to Vancouver Island on the ferry. See you there. I can't get the seats up. The seat's the wrong way around. Oh God, we're rubbish.
Okay, let's just leave it there. We'll see you on the road. You can't get the staff these days.
So unprofessional. We're heading south now, and first we're visiting Haines and Skagway, 2 of the towns in Alaska that can only be reached by road from Canada.
Now this road is the Haines Highway, which goes from Yukon up in the north down towards Haines, Alaska. The border with Alaska is 10 miles that way, something like that. And just at the side of the road, look at this. Would you even notice this little green cabin? But it is an absolute gem and a beautiful thing about being up in this sort of wilderness. Come and have a look inside. Right, the first sign that this is here to help people is, here is a handy dandy axe for chopping your wood on the blocks here, and it's wired up so people don't walk off with it. And then you open it up. Let's come inside. All the signs from people who've been here over the years. I'm going to turn this light on as we go in because it's a bit dark. So inside here you've got bunks which have got foam insulation on them. This workbench with tins of food. There's a tin of beans, peas, kidney beans, you name it, your kettles. And then here's the guest book which we're going to sign. And so for example, there was somebody here only yesterday. Beautiful fall colours in the tundra. Beautiful, beautiful boning sesh in green shack. I don't think I should have read that out. Oh my God. Yes, okay.
Oh, yes.
Cozy night on the way back from Haines. Sisters, French and Yukon. Fantastic, and this goes back 2022. Absolutely tremendous. And then over this side, so there's a fire extinguisher. Oh, there's even a bear spray, so that could come in handy. Games to play, little table with a candle, tin of gas, and this stove It's fantastic. It's this is obviously what you use your firewood for, but look how the flue is rigged up with this tin to help not burn it down. But what an amazing thing. Oh yeah, there's lots of firewood under the table there. So you've got some logs here to cut. Just magnificent. I hear there's tea and coffee. How fantastic. And I think people really show it respect. You know, in some places, some parts of the world, this stuff just wouldn't be here for more than a short while. But here, it's all here to look after the weary travellers. And apparently up here, we're at about 3,000 feet altitude, about 1,000 metres, and the weather can change very, very quickly. So it would be possible to get caught out if you're up here. People cycle up and down here, people hike. So having a facility like this, a bit like the boffies that you get in Scotland, it's just tremendous. What a place.
Today we are venturing back into Alaska. So we're on the Haines Highway, and this is going all the way to the border first. So currently we're in BC and we're heading to the border, and then we'll cross that in, I think, 50 kilometres, and then we will be in Alaska. And we're hoping for a very special experience today. We made it through the border. No trouble whatsoever. Nice lady, and a few questions. Been here before, all that sort of stuff. And that was it, through. So here we go, into Haines now.
Now we have had a little bit of feedback from a couple of our videos with people saying that they're not so keen on all the wildlife that we're showing. Well, sorry, we love it. Grounds Trail, named because a group of eagles is a council. So this is where they meet and do their stuff. And here's Sarah keeping an eye out for the eagles. What have you seen, Sarah?
There's two still sitting in that tree there. And then there's some over on the bank there, and then there's one over here.
Where are we going?
Yeah, what we do? We've just been to have a look down this trail, just to see if we can, to a lookout post, and see if we can actually see any more bald eagles and things. But actually it was a pretty walk, and it was only very short, but there was nothing to see down there apart from the river. So we decided we are probably 4 weeks away, 4 weeks
too soon.
for the to see the council of the bald eagle. So anyway, we're too soon, so we're going back to the van now. See you in a bit.
Here then is one of the advantages of travelling at this time of year. You get the car park for a huge great place like this all to yourself. But of course the disadvantage is that the stuff we wanted to see isn't quite here yet. I expect in a few weeks this car park will be much busier than it is right now. Well, here in Haines, and one thing which I was hoping to be able to visit when we were here, I'm very disappointed it's closed, is the Hammer Museum. Apparently that's they have a huge collection of every hammer you can imagine. But sadly, we're going to have to wait till next time to be able to enjoy the delights. Sarah was super excited.
Yes, that's not true. Can't quite believe how many camper vans there are there, to be honest.
And that RV park is $56 a night. That's a lot.
American dollars too, darling, not
Yeah,
Canadian
US dollars. So
we're in
that's
Alaska now.
That's an awful lot of money.
It is for us.
So, needless to say, we will be boondocking somewhere.
Yes. We will. We'd rather spend $56 on, I don't know, some beer or some food or something.
Well, I think we've found another really magnificent parking place. Have a look at this. So this is the Chilkat Inlet, just south of Haines in Alaska. Our first night down by Haines after spending the night last night up on the Haines Highway. And this is one of those places, it is just a lay-by at the side of the road, but it's a quiet road, and really with a location like this, I mean, just what can you say? Glaciers up there, snow-capped mountains, and this is where the Chilkat River goes out eventually to the Pacific Ocean, just a few miles down there. Can think of worse places to be engaged in the washing up. Here's some generally pretty good advice. Yield to bears on the road. Yep, we shall do that if we're lucky enough to see a bear. Well, this is the small bit of river which runs between the Chilkoot Lake and the Lutak Inlet, just up the eastern side from the town of Haines here in Alaska. And we came here because there's, well, for one thing it's a beautiful place, but also because at this time of year there's a quite late salmon run which attracts eagles and bears to come and eat the fish out of the lake. Sadly though, I think we're a little bit early.
I think too early.
Yeah, we're a few weeks early. There are quite a lot of salmon, there's quite a lot of people fishing them. Yes. And there's a lot of evidence of dead salmon at the side of the river, which bears have ripped out and helped themselves to. And there's a lot of eagles out here, but they're just sitting there biding the time, waiting for their dinner to arrive, which I think we're going to do. It's lunchtime. It's not a bad spot, is it? Absolutely stunning. And we do need to make a correction on something that we said last night. We mentioned that we had not been able to find any bears or eagles or anything when we went up just at the other end of this lake, but in fact we bumped into a guy at a park up just down there, and he told us that the previous night he'd met somebody who had been, he said chased away, I think scared away is more the word, by a bear with some cubs, right in the evening time, almost at dark. So we thought, okay, let's go up there and have a look, and we had the most incredible time. We actually saw 9 bears altogether, 4 baby ones with a mum and a few others. So I'm going to show you now some of the pictures and video that we took from there. It was absolutely stunning, such beautiful creatures, and yeah, absolutely marvellous. So it pays to hang around and spend a bit more time sometimes. Yeah, they're not necessarily out during the daytime.
Okay, that's close enough for me. That's close enough for me.
That was an absolutely amazing experience, and I'm just looking around here. This place is incredible. What a spot. Cool little park up just at the side of the road. Absolutely perfect for us, just the way we like to do it. Haines is one of those towns down here on the Alaska Panhandle, about 1,700 residents, and it's one of the towns which is only accessible by road from Canada. There's only one road into Haines, and that comes from Haines Junction up on the Alaska Highway in the Yukon, and you drive down here over the border and into Haines. The other way to get here is by ferry from another town similar to this called Skagway, or from some of the other towns down towards Juneau and down this coastline. Most of the business down here in Haines is really ecotourism. People come here to look at the bears and the eagles like us, and they come here to fish for the salmon, and there's quite a lot of industry around the salmon and other tourism as well. But today we're taking the ferry over to Skagway, which is a similar town, just about 14 miles up the water that way. And we're taking this ferry, which is just about to dock here. And it takes an hour or so, I think, to get us up this beautiful fjord-like scenery and into the town of Skagway. So see us there and we'll tell you all about it. This is absolutely stunning. I can't believe, you know, only a few days ago these boats were cancelled because of the weather. We've definitely landed on. Yes. Now, one thing, we had this fantastic opportunity to see these bears last night, or as it was getting dark at dusk time. Then when we got back to the van, I use an app called Aurora Pro, which is, it tells you if there's going to be an aurora happen, and this went off. Can you see that? The red area. The red area means lots of aurora. So I popped my head out of the van and wow, the sky had lit up. And it was quite exciting because Sarah had never properly seen the aurora before. So we spent a few minutes out there in the cold taking photos, and amazing. So what a day that was. Absolutely incredible.
It was fabulous. And the reason I'd not seen an aurora properly before was that the last time we had one, we were in Finland and it was absolutely freezing, and it was quite late at night as well. So no way, absolutely no way.
That was when I went out without my coat on because I was so excited. I thought I was going to lose my fingers.
Anyway, it was very beautiful last night.
The approach to Skagway tells you quite a bit about the town.
Just look at this incredible machine. A huge snowblower with massive steel blades that would clear vast quantities of snow from the railway tracks. It only takes 1/4 inch of snow to stop the railways in Britain. Such a different world over here. Here we are then, drinking the most expensive beer in the entire world in the Skagway Brewing Company. It's very tasty beer, but it was $19.70 for 2 pints.
And the pints?
Oh yeah, and they're only little tiny pints, these 16-ounce things. So make the most of that, because you're not having another one. Well, that's Skagway.
Yeah.
As we get back to our van, we're getting out of here.
Getting out of town, man.
Now, we're not being negative nannies.
No.
Or anything like that. But this is super touristy place. And you know what we're like with that sort of place.
And rammed as well with people.
Absolutely rammed.
I think at every opportunity they get your money off you, and it's not for us at all.
No.
So yeah, it's all sort of like manufactured, should we say. Yeah. It's in a beautiful setting though.
Certainly is.
Very nice.
Well, thanks very much for coming with us to Haines and Skagway. Weren't those bears incredible? Now, please hit that subscribe button. It's just over here, down there. And the like is over here somewhere. That'd be fantastic if you can do that. Tremendous. Right. And don't forget, come back next week when we're going to be travelling further south towards Vancouver Island.